Welcome back to another explainer. Today, we're taking a super detailed career document and turning it into your personal, totally actionable roadmap. We are diving into a really fascinating space, this perfect intersection of art, engineering, and manufacturing. I mean, think about it. If you've ever held a perfectly balanced coffee mug, or stared up at the sleek glass of a modern skyscraper, or even just appreciated the elegant plates at a nice restaurant, you've directly experienced the work of a ceramics and glass designer. Okay, let's quickly map out this journey. We're going to cover the designer's profile, your educational pathway, institutes and financial aid, career growth and workplaces, and finally, a really cool real-world success story. All right, part 1, the designer's profile. Who exactly are these people? First things first, let's completely shatter the myth that this is just about throwing clay pots on a weekend. A professional in this field is a highly technical expert. You're designing, actually, scratch that. You're engineering highly functional and decorative items meant for mass production and highly specialized uses. You aren't just messing around with basic clay. You're mastering porcelain, industrial glass, stoneware, and earthenware. We're talking about designing the sanitary ware in modern homes, the heavy-duty cookware in professional kitchens, and the intricate decorative glass pieces that completely define interior spaces. It's a massive scope. But, how do you figure out if you're actually wired for this? Well, if you find yourself nodding along to these traits, like having a natural pull toward artistic occupations, a strong desire to physically build things with your own hands, and just a general creative bent of mind, you might literally have the perfect foundation for this career. Oh, and definitely notice that point about being comfortable working in groups. That is absolutely crucial because out in the professional world, you are going to be collaborating constantly with engineers, manufacturers, and marketing teams to actually bring your designs to life. Moving right along to Section 2, your educational pathway. How do you actually get there? Figuring out the academic side of this is surprisingly straightforward. Let's look at how you build your foundation, starting right after your 10+2 exams. The amazing thing here is that you can come from literally any stream. Science, commerce, arts, it doesn't matter. Step 2 is where you specialize. You'll need to complete a bachelor's degree in design, specifically a BDes in ceramic or glass design. And hey, if you want to push your expertise even further, Step 3 is an optional master's degree, an MDes, in the same or a closely related discipline. It's a very clear, direct track, straight from high school to professional mastery. Section 3, Institutes and Financial Aid. Basically, where will you study and how are you going to fund it? So the Department of Design offers courses across a fantastic variety of institutions in India. On the government side, you've got the highly prestigious National Institutes of Design, or NIDES, spread all over Ahmedabad, Assam, Madhya Pradesh, Haryana, and Andhra Pradesh. You also have legacy institutions like Vishwabharati University in West Bengal. And on the private side, accredited places like Artemisia College of Art and Design, APJ College of Fine Arts, and Amity University offer really robust programs. Basically, there is absolutely no shortage of excellent venues to learn your craft. Now, wow, look at this. What's really striking here is the massive gap in fees. The approximate course fee ranges from a very accessible 11,360 rupees all the way up to over 13 lakh rupees. This right here highlights exactly why you need to research your options carefully. The fees vary wildly from institute to institute, especially when you're comparing government-subsidized programs to those premium private universities. But please do not let that upper number scare you off. The financial infrastructure to support your design education is incredibly robust. You can access central and state government schemes through the National Scholarship Portal, and a ton of institutes offer their own merit-based scholarships. If you need a loan, the Vidya Lakshmi portal, which was actually developed by the Ministries of Finance and Education, is specifically designed for students seeking low-interest education loans. Plus, states like West Bengal, Odisha, and Bihar have their own student credit card systems with very favorable terms. The support is totally there if you just look for it. All right, Section 4, Career Growth and Workplaces. What does the day-to-day actually look like? Once you've graduated and navigated the fees, let's talk about the reward. This is a very solid expected starting point for your monthly income as a fresh designer, somewhere between 31,000 and 50,000 rupees per month. Keep in mind, these figures are just indicative. They're subject to change based on the specific company you join, the strength of your portfolio, and your location. But it gives you a really realistic baseline to plan around as you jump into the workforce. So where will you actually be earning this? You essentially have two main avenues. You can join production companies that manufacture porcelain, stoneware, or earthenware on a massive industrial scale. Or you can take the entrepreneurship route and set up your own private firm or studio. If you go the company route, expect a pretty standard work environment. typically 5 to 6 days a week, working 8 to 9 hours a day. And just a heads up, depending on the manufacturing cycle, shift systems are often applicable. And hey, your career isn't going to be stagnant. You've got a very clear corporate ladder to climb. You'll likely start as a trainee ceramics or glass designer, just learning the ropes of industrial production. From there, you bump up to a full designer role, then up to a senior designer managing larger projects, and finally to a design lead. That's where you're conceptualizing entire product lines and managing teams of other creatives. Section 5, a real-world success story. To really understand the heights you can reach in this field, let's look at a concrete example. This is Madhavi Subramoniam, and her trajectory is literally the ultimate realization of the pathway we just mapped out. She didn't just study ceramics, she absolutely mastered them and elevated her craft to the level of high-profile public art. It just goes to show that this career can lead to incredible national and international recognition. Let's quickly trace her exact steps. She got her master's degree in fine arts from Dallas, Texas. Then she returned to India and got hands-on, starting her career in Puducherry as a ceramic designer. After getting that core experience, she took that entrepreneurial route we talked about earlier and opened her very own studio in Mumbai. And today, her work is literally integrated into the architecture of the country. It's showcased in massive public spaces like the Mumbai airport and featured by super prestigious organizations like the Lohia and Jindal Art Foundations. From a master's degree to transforming the aesthetic of a major international airport, her journey proves this niche career has some incredibly visible applications. We've handed you the blueprint, the financial tools, and the realistic expectations for your daily work life. The path from a raw block of clay to a masterpiece showcased in an international airport is completely mapped out for you. So the only question left is, what legacy will you choose to mold? Are you ready to step into the studio and shape the future of design?